Hi Sunshine, welcome back to my channel. Today I want us to go through some tips I found on mental health, and as usual, let's go straight to the video. Of late, I've been going through a lot of Reddit threads because I came to realize a lot of information is shared on Reddit. So I came across the first question, which is, what is the greatest mental health tip you've ever gotten? And I was like, guys, we should go through this and just have, some tips for our mental health. So the first tip the person wrote was, never evaluate your life when you're tired. This is so true. When you get tired at night, everything looks 10 times worse. And most of the time, once you sleep and now face the issue again in the morning, you have a clearer mind, you're a bit sober, then now you can be able to see clearly. But it's true. So the person says, ever notice things seem much worse at night? When worries seem at the worst, then the next morning, your brain can think of ways to fix it, and it's much better the next day. That's it. The second one, don't take criticism from someone you would not take advice from. I was like, yes, you have permission, to actually decide where you're going to receive criticism from and whom are you going to allow to criticize you. So that's tip number 2. Number 3, if it's worth doing, it is worth doing it badly. If you can't handle doing it perfectly or finish it, half-ass at least. If you can't groom yourself due to depression, at least brush your teeth. Yes. So if it's worth doing it, just do it with the mistakes and everything. Like I remember, there's a quote I always go through, it's progress over perfection. If it's something you really want to do, just do it with the mistakes. As you continue, get better. Nice too. The next one, if you can't beat the fear, just do it scared. I know. Yeah, if you're afraid, you can't beat it. Most of the times, everyone tells you, sit down, deep in your heart, you'll find the solution. Sometimes you will still not find the solution. It will scare you as hell, but do it scared. It's better than not doing it at all. The next one, self-care isn't always a bath and a hot chocolate. Sometimes it's giving your head a little shake and doing what needs to be done. If you have been following me for some time, you'll notice that, yes, I've mentioned over and over again, self-care has been misconstrued on the internet. Everyone just thinks it's all about, glamorizing, relaxing, bubble baths, candles and all that. But that's just a small portion of self-care. Self-care is also, calling yourself out when you're doing something wrong. And it deep down within. And it's also deciding you need to get things done. So that's part of self-care. So I agree with that. The other one, parent yourself the way your own parents never did. Oh God, this is deep. I'm still learning to do this, but I'm definitely much better at loving and forgiving myself. I acknowledge that not everyone has amazing parents, and parents are flawed. And there are situations where you wish your parent would have reacted differently. And from this user, they're just mentioning, at the end of the day, sometimes you have to do it yourself. So parent yourself the way you would have wished that your parent would have done it. That's a deep one. Then it's okay to not react to every bad memory that loves to resurface in your brain on the daily. It takes a lot of practice. I know that. You just keep rehashing your mistakes over and over again, and you keep replaying the same scenarios in your head and come up with solutions you think that you should have done. So this person says it takes a lot of practice, but eventually you can be able to reach a point where if that thought comes, you can be able to switch it off. And if it's at a point that you feel you can go through that emotion, you go through it so that you don't keep bottling up and then everything just hits you like a tidal wave. That's another cute, nice point. This is funny. Nobody has their shit figured out. It's actually written, do your best and wing it like the rest of us. It kind of made me feel like being lost and unsure of what to do was the next normal. I agree. There are people who have everything figured out, and kudos to them. There are those who are still, moving here and there, trying to figure out what is supposed to be done. So if you fall in that category, it's okay. You can still figure out things. Just never stop trying. The last tip is, this is from someone who's actually going through depression. If your mind is acting or talking badly to you, act like a detective. Remove yourself from the situation. So it's like you get a third party's view. Analyze the situation from outside, and then you'll see what is really happening, as opposed to analyzing it from internally, where you actually build up the scenario and make it worse. So the person says you'll soon realize that these thoughts are not your own, but they're those that are spawned by illness. Yes, that's actually very true. Very deep, but very true. So that's it, guys. Some tips that I found on mental health from Reddit. And yes, I was like, yeah, they need to be shared. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Bye.